Good evening, welcome back. It is Saturday, March 18th, 2023. We have a few birthdays to go over really quickly. Sorry for this coming so late. Spent the day pretty much on the couch watching the Truck and Xfinity race. So those are pretty interesting, but we'll maybe talk about it a little bit tomorrow. Anyway, got a couple cardless birthdays. Born on this date in 1977. Derek Gilchrist, he was just kind of a flash in the pan Busch Series driver back in the day. I think he ran some lower series, didn't really have any success, therefore didn't really move up the chain that well. He's got a few cards. Another person that's got a few cards that I don't have any of is Andy Granatelli, born on this date in 1923. Those of you familiar with Mr. Granatelli know that he was IndyCar owner way back in the day. Mario Andretti won the 500 in his car with the STP livery. Of course, he helped merge the Petty team with the STP sponsorship and created that wonderful sponsorship driver marriage. Born on this date in 1937, sadly, he passed away in the mid 70s, I believe 1975 or thereabouts. Mr. Mark Donohue. This is probably one of the best racers that ever lived. He's one of these folks like Stewart or Larson or Foyt or whoever that could just jump in anything and go. And then the driver that we have the most cards of today, born on this day, gotta find it, in 1992, Mr. Ryan Truex, who's been having some great Xfinity runs as late. It's kind of funny that obviously Martin's his brother. A lot of people still call him Brian Truex Jr. There's a younger time when he was, is that still when he was with, that might have been a BK Racing thing. Of course, he was part of that, I don't even know what you could call it. Fiasco would be a good, clean word. There's a gray border and a regular. And the way he looks like now with that long hair that he's got and that big beard, he looks like a clone of Corey LaJoie from the past. You know, he looks like a member. He looks like he's playing dress up and being Corey LaJoie with that long hair and beard, the way Corey was last year. So, at any rate, there's a really young Ryan Truex, 2013, 10 years ago. That's when he was originally with Joe Gibbs as a development driver. There's a nice looking, what is that, American Thunder? Yeah, Press Pass American Thunder. I'll have to double check. I don't think that's his rookie, though. Again, even though they tag him as rookie cards, they're generally not. So we've seen that one. The BK experiment that failed. Who was he driving for here? Colleague. He did have a stint at Colleague. That Colleague team, you either hit a home run with that team or you fail miserably. And unfortunately, he was one of them that did not do well. He had some good runs, but the runs he didn't stick around for very long. But I think if he could get a good situation going, he'd be plenty successful. So anyway, there it is, the birthdays. Let me scroll through the list here real quick, see if there's any major racing events that might have happened. We talked about Bill L. Oh, wait, that's the 17th. I'm looking at the wrong date here. Let me back up my calendar a day here and go to the correct date. I seen the Coca-Cola 500. I was like, no, we've already talked about Bill Elliott winning that race. So it looks like 1979 on this date in Atlanta, Buddy Baker won the Atlanta 500. That was not a significant event. However, during that race, rookie driver Dave Watson spun in the pits and crashed and hit one of his crew members. The ironic thing about it, Dave was in the lead at the time. It was during green flag pit stops. So the final lap of competition that Dave Watson ever ran in the Cup Series, he was leading. And of course, 1979 was that incredible rookie class with Dale Earnhardt, Harry Gant, Terry Labonte, and Joe Milliken. So Dave Watson would have been another one thrown in that mix had he went the whole season. 1990, Dale Earnhardt won at Atlanta, dominated the race, but the big story was Ernie Irvan in the 4-car, replaced Phil Parsons, come away with a third-place finish that day. The following year, 1991, Ken Schrader wins at Atlanta in a race that had a long rain delay. I believe it moved over to Monday after about 50 or 60 laps, and ABC packed up and went home, and there was no TV coverage. So it was the last time a Cup Series race didn't have any air coverage. And then also with that, it was Wally Dallenbach Jr.'s first Cup Series start. Looking down the list here a little bit, I'm seeing we're starting to poke into some Darlington races. Of course, we talked about that the other day where I missed the Craven Busch finish from 2003. I'm just double checking the notes here, not seeing anything. Um, that's really about it. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry about that long pause there, kind of awkward. I just was running through some mental notes in my head. But happy birthday to everybody today, even though the day's almost over. But hope everybody enjoyed it, and come back and see us tomorrow. Thanks again for watching.